All of my friends up in the balcony, I will do my best to see you. If I don't, please be patient and maybe crawl up to the front. Just don't fall over the ledge, please. I'm sure there's much to discuss, so why don't we just get to it? I would love to welcome to the stage the director of Before We Go, Chris. Yeah, I see your hand already. Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Chris. I really, really enjoyed the film. It was such a nice change of pace after all the drama films I've seen this week.
Oh, good.
I was just curious, when deciding to make a foray into directing, what was it about this kind of genre that, interested or was appealing to you? And
Sure.
were there any other films within the genre that kind of inspired you during the whole process?
Okay, great. So the question is, thank you. What about this genre inspired you as you moved into directing? And are there any films in this genre that inspired you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was just about finding something manageable. To be completely candid, this was something that felt, being first-time director, I've never been to film school, I didn't want to bite off more than I could chew. This was just a simple story that I kind of connected to. I like romance, I like projects that read like plays, a lot of screenplays. You're lucky if you get a scene that's more than 2 or 3 pages long. And when we read a play, it's 20, 30-page scenes, and this felt very talky, and I like that. And there were plenty of movies. I really like Crazy. I really like Before Sunrise, which obviously has a very similar premise. But I like those, 2-person stories, whether they last, one night or years.
Thank you for your question. Yes, yes, you can go first, yeah. Nope, behind you. Sorry, it's gonna get militant here.
I just want to say, for one, I'm a huge fan of you. And so
Moms, ladies.
what sort of advice do you have to any upcoming actors or directors?
Oh.
Great advice for emerging actors and directors.
Nice. Yeah. Lean on people. You know what I mean? It's a collaboration, and being a first-timer, you can't let your pride get in the way. That was the advice that was given to me by a lot of different directors. It just said, look, you're surrounded by talented people who do this and have done it for years. So don't be too proud to ask for their advice, and be humble.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, up in the balcony, yeah.
Hi, Chris. Oh my God, okay.
You nailed it.
I know. Honestly, it's going to be moved me to tears. It was amazing. I'm shocked to have watched it. I'm just wondering if you're going to go into screenwriting maybe, or anything like that.
Any interest in screenwriting?
I mean, I do have interest, but that's intimidating. That's really scary. Directing
scared right now.
is believe me, my heart's pounding. It's intimidating enough sharing something you try to direct. Writing, that's hard. I've tried in the past, but I've never had the courage to actually pass it off. Maybe in the future, I'm pretty creatively fickle, I want to do this, and then I want to try that, and then music is all of a sudden what I want to do, and
You can do
I'm
it.
sure. Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so one day, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir, right here.
Hey, Captain, what was the hardest part about directing?
What was the hardest part about that?
Working with the lead actor who's a dick. I'd say for this one was just kind of juggling both roles. It's a lot of walk and talks, and so when you have these giant long scenes that might last 3-4 minutes, you can't yell cut and go watch playback. Otherwise, you get the entire shot. You're literally doubling the time of shooting. So a lot of the time it was tricky just trying to finish a scene and say that felt good. Do we have it? I think we can move on, and not being able to kind of watch the monitor and with the director's eye on the day. So there were a lot of times during the editing process where I was a little disappointed in myself for maybe not doing an extra take or missing a moment that I wanted, but that's the challenge of trying to wear both hats.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, right here.
All right. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Since this was your first time directing, if you could talk to a favorite from the past, call yourself before you made the film, what would you say?
Okay, so if this is your first time directing, if you could call yourself on a payphone and talk to yourself in the past, what would you say?
What would I tell myself? don't shoot in the winter. We were originally supposed to take place on a nice night in New York City, and it just took the filming so long to get on its feet. Eventually, we were in December, and before filming, everyone kind of said, "Oh, you know, should we push? Should we wait till next year?" And I said, "If we push, it's just never going to happen. We have to just do it because we're going to do it." And 19 nights in New York City in December takes a lot out of you. So maybe if I could go back and do it again, it would have been nicer in the summer.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, with the glasses, right here, yeah.
Congrats on distribution. It looks like a really fun film to make.
It looks like what?
It looks like a really fun film to make. Describe your best day on set.
Okay, so congrats on distribution was the first comment. And the second is describe your best day on set.
What was the best day on set? I really liked, this is no, you know, I love Alice Eve with all of me, but it's so much of us. Anytime we got to incorporate another character, it was so nice to have someone else on set. So I really liked the scene with Emma. We went into my ex-girlfriend Hannah. Emma was a fantastic actress, and John Cullum, the guy who played the psychic. Anytime we got other people involved on the set, it was always fun to actually feel like I was directing the group as opposed to just kind of like Allison.
Cool, thank you. We have time for 2 more. Right here, yes. Yep.
Okay, first of all, I love you. What was your favorite scene of the entire movie?
What's my favorite scene? I like the whole hotel scene. That was just for me. You know, but I'm a big old sap. I like kind of montaging stuff. Editing that was just so much fun. It just felt the way I wanted it to feel. I love the exchange with our dialogue. I like the kind of, it's what you're waiting for the whole movie. You want them to just kind of enjoy each other and be with each other and just be in kind of a little private cocoon as opposed to like the cold night. So for me, the hotel was just, I love it.
Thank you. And last question, right here.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, congrats, it was absolutely amazing, I loved it. I was just wondering if there were any directors you drew inspiration from in your process.
Great. Any directors that inspired you in the
Sure.
process?
I mean, I like Drake Dormus. I like Crazy. It was such a good movie to me. But they didn't actually have a script. That was just something they just kind of
Really? I didn't know
shot
that.
from the hip, which blows my mind. I mean, I don't know how they do that. I don't know how you do that as a director. I don't know how you do it as an actor. I really do like Richard Linklater. He's just phenomenal. He really manages to keep you engaged even when there isn't necessarily a plot. It's just you're connected to 2 people. I don't know. I mean, I think I kind of pull inspiration from a lot of different directors that weren't always necessarily related to the genre.
Cool, thank you.
Cool. Thank you all so much. We're going to have to wrap it up. But